Hello everyone, welcome to Indianapolis. Let's do some warm-up laps. We have a couple of minutes, well it's 17 minutes. I don't think it's 17 though, they will cut it a bit shorter. But race start should be in 12 minutes and we are all very excited and very nervous because none of us is used to really drive ovals too much. Actually, where is the chat? I always forget to turn it on. There it is. Oh, what have I done now? Oh no. My OBS. Ah, there it is. Why is it... Oh dear. One moment. The chat window has gone rogue. There we go. Alright. I hope everything is fine and I hope the audio is fine because, well, different game to the LMU that I have audio settings tuned well. But I think we should be fine. I'm gonna have this off. Right, let's find a slipstream or something. Need to practice it a bit more. Probably be doing now the Le Mans 2.4, but there is gonna be time for that tomorrow. And of course I could not miss the chance to do this. Quite a nice event. I much prefer the R-Factor 2 low stress version compared to what iRacing provides. Especially due to my lack of oval experience. Maybe pit stop practice. Perfect. Hey Tom, you were in Joseph Newgarden's pit crew. Oh, okay. That's nice. That's cool memories. Tire sound is annoying. I do agree. Unfortunately, it's baked into the car. You know, in R-Factor 2 there are two groups of sound settings. One is the kind of master volume and onboard volume, and then the other one is legacy settings that have like tire noise and stuff. Well, that just straightforward does not work, which is, yeah, it's annoying. And there is nothing you can do, so oh well. And then the issue is, you could drive it without the squeal, like when the tires are squealing, the fronts are actually crying. But you need to go into that, like you need to scrub the fronts to make it rotate better, because this is R-Factor 2. So yeah, it's annoying, but well, if I listen to it, it's bad, but then I kind of start, like I forget about it and then it's all good. But yeah, I tried my best to find a way to mute it down, but yeah, there is no way. I think in LMU there is a separate slider. But the idea here was that physics decides also the sounds or something, like it's normalized audio to what it would be IRL. Well, of course you would hear squealing IRL if you did this. you know, but like you would die. But this is R Factor 2, so low stress, low death, but also annoying in a way. But every time I think of iRacing, I remember John Munro's Traction GG stream from last year. Got taken out in lap 3 or something, and that was a race done. So I prefer the R Factor 2 low cortisol version, if I may call it like that. Thank you, Jim, as well. Okay. Yeah, the brake force, the max brake force is quite low, so I can just smash the brake pedal and it's not a problem. Thank you, Liam. Good luck to you as well. Yeah, last lap. last year, I ended up in a barrier, like right. No, actually, yeah, we were battling for P1 last year with like 3 laps or 2 laps to go. And yeah, I was on the was it apex of turn 3? I just like understeered just slightly, but of course no space was gonna be given because it was just final laps, harsh battle for the win. We went to the barrier. Actually, I was quite alright, lost some positions, but then Rene Butler came flat out, just smashed into my rear, and yeah, that was then all chances gone. Anyway, it was a fun race till then. Hope today I last till the actual checkered flag. Thank you, Dylan. Setup feels good. I lost a couple of times because I was not focusing enough. But also, like this apron things, I never know how much I can take it. Like up, down there, sometimes you can take a lot of it and the car just doesn't care about it. Sometimes there is a big snap. But it's just like joys of asymmetrical suspension and alignment. Where is everyone? There should be full grid today. I think there were more than 33 sign-ups, but some people didn't show up. But yeah, it's supposed to be full grid, which is quite nice. How we doing? We doing well for now, still warming up, practicing some pit entries. Oh, I forgot to turn this off. But I don't even know what is this. Wait, let me go to Sim Hub. Let me go to Dash Studio. What is this even? I don't even know what dash I have here. Must be this one. This looks different than... Ah, wait. What? Did it change? It changed the design and now I'm confused. Ah, I click here, no, it's... Edit, there you go. Edit dashboard. I turn this off. Come on. Turn this off. File save. And it's still there. What is going on? What is this about? What have I done? Well, guess I delete. And there you go. And it's gone. So should be 2 minutes. Clutch bite point is... Well, one last check on the clutch bite point. Ah, that's fine. I can decide how much wheel spin I want to have. Pretty wide. There's gonna be a little bit of that today. So last year we had, I think, 12 or 13 yellows. Nice. Hopefully single... okay. Yeah. Single digit yellows this year, that would be perfect. Piotr, why not LMU? So I'm doing this because I kind of deep down like driving ovals. I like driving high speeds. And there is no real option for me to do anything like that until we have Overtake GG organizing event like this. And then tomorrow is the time for Le Mans Ultimate, the 2.4 hour of Le Mans race. But today we meet with the good old R Factor 2 fellows and we do this very nice race. A shot every caution. Oof. Yeah, I think it was 13 last year. 12, 13, so... And then I don't know exactly how is the yellow... like what's the detection. I think I remember last year I smacked the barrier once. I didn't even get damage, but in the moment I was in the barrier, or the moment I bounced off the barrier, yellow flag came out. Well, full course yellow. So I'm not sure if it's detecting actual contacts, intensity of contact, but we have 40% damage. And 40% damage is quite forgiving here. Sunday evening, yeah, like a bump like this is just no problem at all. Sunday evening is staring at a spreadsheet and praying you don't have to do... Yeah, Sunday... Well, I'm gone for a whole Sunday, so I come back home on Sunday evening and I hope all is good. And if it's not good, then we do more VMS pre-quali on the Sunday evening or Sunday night. I do cut... Right side screen looks a touch of... Yeah, okay, so that's... I don't know what exactly to do about it. So if I make it more in focus, then I get the artifacts on the... You know what I could do? Ah, what did I do now? Oh, come on. Okay. I could do it like this. It's weird with the offset camera and everything. I can make it a bit smaller then, but this is standings. I can leave it like this. I think it does not interfere with the message system. Okay. Yeah, I think I made the focus to be on the lower side. Like if the focus is spot on, then the pixels make the artifacts, but the focus is then just below the optimal, so on the right side it was unfocused, but on left it's fine. Anyway. Should be a bit more readable now, anyway. 1080 Ti died. Oh no. Well, RIP. Well, that's quite an old GPU, right? I'm worrying for my 3080. Guess we are just waiting for the warm-up to end. We should be racing already. I think Loic will win? There is a non-zero chance that that happens. About 2.4 Le Mans, I'm not fully sure yet. Like, I registered for 15 UTC, so 17 Central European. I know that the later one, like the 20 European time, is gonna be probably more popular, but I'm leaving early on a Sunday morning, so I want to get good sleep. So yeah. Wait, why is my frame rate 141? What is going on? Thought I changed it to 139. The player Jason... I don't know, anyway. So yeah, I've done some testing about the frame rate and the stutters and like stuff. And, I was having limited frame rate in NVIDIA control panel before, and it was very wobbly compared to using the JSON from the game. Max frame rate, yeah, max frame rate limiter from there. For the in-game specific one is much better. I didn't even know before. Yeah, that would be a drive-through. Yep, it's the good old Le Mans Ultimate minus 1.0, right? R Factor 2. With actual PC price, you didn't wanna... Yeah, I know. Like I've tried my best to make to optimize my settings for LMU in a way that I'm never bottlenecked by the GPU. But tomorrow is gonna be a good test with whole server. If the VRAM is maxing out or the 3D or anything is maxing out at some point. I keep forgetting the pit limiter. I'm so used to LMU now just automatically deactivating it on the pit exit. But well, here we have to click the button. Yeah, there is not much grip on the outside. And now I stopped way too early. Well, my frame rate is 139. I have fixed it. I don't even know how many I would get. Like, I'm sure it would be 300 plus in like race weekend single player, like no other cars on track. But as soon as you're in the server and when the session moves to race, it's divided by 2, and then you know the rain. Oh, we already got the R Factor 2 crash noises. Setup is loaded. Long time no R Factor 2 in this way. Well, I mean, I'm doing HRSC, that's true. Exciting. Right. What can we say more about stuff? It will be fun. 2 laps of formation, and then it's green. It's 500 kilometers, which is 125 laps, roughly. I'm catching up. Ah, so this is the pace car. Or what? Yeah, this is the pace car. Interesting, nice. What do I have to do here? I think I wanna go a little bit lower on ARB. And then let's have some fun. Oof, exciting, right. We already have a winner for best livery here. Mr. Franek in the Jaguar green livery. Just that instead of HSBC, it's HRSC for the HRSC community. Thank you guys for the good lucks. Yeah, I will need some luck for sure. Of course, it's nice to start from pole, but pole doesn't matter too much. Is this first gear or second gear start actually? Second gear, right? Yeah. One more lap of this. Also strategy. What do we do about strategy? It's quite a gamble. If you don't know how many yellows there are gonna be, then you need to really use when there is a yellow flag to box. But if you know that there's gonna be like 10 plus, then you can just keep extending and you always gonna get a second chance for a yellow. Yeah, I will enjoy a lot of safety cars. It's gonna be weird because like I need to remember the color of the safety car. It's gonna tell me to follow the safety car and I'm gonna be looking around. Well, where is the safety car? But well, it's the white purple-ish Indy car. Okay, prepare the mixtures. One last sip of water. Gear. And here we go. Green, green, green. I cannot believe people are doing this in real life, like it's just insane to me. Already snapping around. Cold tire, kind of. Tires take a little bit. 2-3 laps. No yellow yet. That's a good omen. Not sure about the engine mixes, I don't want to burn fuel too much. And then the problem is suddenly there is gonna be 4 wide if I go too slow. Yeah, this is the funny feature of R-Factor 2 tire. I try to turn in, nothing happens, and then suddenly it bites. Slipstream. What am I doing? You can easily keep it flat, but you just need to accept the feeling of R-Factor 2 tire on an oval like this. There you go. The first. Got full 5 laps. Wait, I think now the safety car needs to overtake us. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I'm happy with the position. I think I saved a little bit of fuel. Wasn't too bad to lose the P1. What about Degner 1? Ovals are easy, just overtake other people. Yeah. I can use clutch in R-Factor. Oh, clutch. Yeah, I'm using clutch for the pulls, but I forgot what to do about it on the restarts here. Dennis, why haven't you joined? Must not forget about the mix. So we got 1 lap, then pits are open, and then another lap, and then race car pits. So it's, yeah, I think like 3 or 4 laps of yellow every time. Wait, clutch. Yeah, I have the clutch. And I don't have it mapped at all to the pedal. Oh, there is no alt clutch, right? You can only have it mapped onto a single axis. It's open. Weren't pits open before already? Anyway. One lap to go. So the rules for the restarts are that you cannot start accelerating until it goes green. Although last year people took all kind of liberties. I don't think there were any penalties for it, so let's see. FSR, you know, I looked at FSR calendar some weeks ago and I looked at Baku race. I like racing there, but it was just not the time. I couldn't really prepare for it. It was way too busy. But yeah, let's see how the summer goes. If it's not busy enough, sometime, or if I get too bored of waiting for LMU DLCs or new content, then I might join for a race of FSRWC maybe, if possible. Okay, first gear. That's illegal, like he should not be accelerating while it's yellow. Now, if I had any skill, maybe we could work together and pull away, but I don't really know exactly what to do to cooperate best. But I know how to save fuel, so... Oh, yeah, okay. Number 2. Classic sim racer move. I mean, last year people were doing like crazy overspeeds from back of the field all the time. Ooh. So 125 divided by 5 is what, 25? 25 full course yellows at this rate. How much fuel we have? It's still 53. Yeah, nobody's boxing now. So yeah, I think ideally, if I know exactly how to drive, I could slingshot past the leader to the lead, and then he slingshots through again next lap, and then we keep kind of slingshotting. And yeah, please keep constant speed at the restart. There you go. If we keep slingshotting, maybe it's better than trying to just destroy my front right to stay close. But yeah, I don't know how the leader thinks of it, but I know that if I stay like this, my fuel is happy and then I'm happy, so yeah. One car caused multiple cautions already. If you cause 3 cautions, you're out. That's the rule. Hello Ross. Yes, indeed. Ross, I said before about your traction colleague John's last year's Indy 500 iRacing race. That was even more intense for 3 laps. But yeah, this is really nice, like the way that you can race here. It's noob friendly. Like, I know how to drive the car. I roughly know how to do oval, but I don't really have too much of experience how to just keep nailing the lines, how to save tires, how to manage all the 2 wides and 3 wides, so R Factor 2 is just better call. Well, I would have to farm the I rating, it's open wheel and oval, it's just separate ratings, right? In iRacing. You just need to farm everything to have some good split. Would just be too much of an effort. So it's full course yellow. Next lap pits open to lead lap vehicles. Next lap it's pits open for all cars. And then it's final lap of yellow. So it's minimum 4, I guess. Hello, Nicholas. Like sim racing is my main job. Well, I mean, I have multiple jobs within sim racing. Well, now, since not long ago, I have a fresh contract with the GMR Esports, so the Genesis team, which is just insane. But then also, you know, doing setups with Go. And I was thinking of coaching. I did some not advertised coaching through the past years, but I don't really do it now. But yeah, being from Slovenia, I don't need to earn like 4 or 5k euros per month to live comfortably, so it's manageable. But if I had this salary and I lived in more like a Western European country, then it would be a problem. And I would need another job for sure. Indy 500 is based on quality. Ah, okay. Copy. Thank you. I didn't really know. No, that's a good feature. That makes a lot of sense. I'm sure this is starting from pole because the start has already been done. This is the third start. Shame to cut. Okay, I guess we are just going every time here before it goes green, but okay. Gonna be a long one, right? This is now the third. Well, we are on the schedule. Once per 5 laps. I think the race is limited by time as well. It cannot go above 2 hours. So at this rate, we will be time limited, not laps limited. Funny. Bonjour. What is with this? Maybe it's my OBS chat showing strange, but like this character with one like non-European character and the A. Like I would need to check YouTube. Yeah, there is no push to pass, of course, but if you have tire advantage, it's quite easy to overtake. It's like 4-5 tenths advantage, old versus fresh tire. But yeah, no 200 laps, it's just gonna be 125. But last year it was almost hitting 2 hours, but we actually made the whole distance. No, not the but the message after that. Like I see 2 messages, like hello cat, it says. Or it's just some YouTube feature that I've not seen before. Well, Pierre, it might be something on my end, I don't know. But I've seen a couple of these weird characters, like the letter, the double letter in the chat today, so I don't know what's going on. Special character baguette. Yeah, like what is this? Maybe like I'm logged into the chat through Discord. Sorry, through OBS, not through Discord, through OBS. So maybe it shows different than what YouTube shows. I keep following the car ahead and he just keeps accelerating and lifting. That's not best for fuel. I think base car is going 160, so I'm just gonna keep doing 160. Time off, well, short but sweet. Yeah, I wanted to do a stream during this week, during the past week. Well, it's not past yet, it's Friday. 1 lap to go. But then, you know, I had to prepare, I had to work with GMR on the GMR setup for Le Mans. I needed to do the qualifying for this, for Indy 500 on Monday, and I needed to pre-qualify for VMS Pro. Like VMS Pro looks to be crazy competitive for whatever reason now. Maybe people in general have got maybe sick of just pick up daily races or the special events, and they actually want leagues as well. I don't know. But there is a hot stint competition with hypercars on GT3s around Bahrain. 6 laps. Turns out the Peugeot is the quickest for that. And yeah, then I was just doing that instead of also doing a stream. I've never done any oval on iRenting, so but maybe it would be fun. 1 lap to go. So go back to mix. I mean, by the rule book, I should not accelerate until it goes green, but I don't think that there's gonna be a penalty for the leader. So I just follow. Oh, come on. James, how many shots have you taken yet? Well, that's the fourth. I mean, at this rate, we only have one pit stop in this race. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's trolling, but like, if you cause 3 yellows, then you're DQ. So then if it's... like, if it's 3 people trolling, it will require 9 yellows. James is dead. RIP. Well, maybe we somehow now get no more yellows for whatever reason. Maybe a guy gets kicked. 4 hours of caution. I mean, ERL is not much better, right? It can be very yellowy. Although the second half of the actual Indy 500 this year was just green. Oh, the pace car is quite far away this time. But a maximum of a 2-hour race today, so it's not gonna be 4 hours. And I hope we get some green flag running here, like it's not gonna be fun if they keep crashing behind. Meanwhile, I saw Jardir is doing 2.4 Le Mans in a row. What a guy. And probably is gonna win both. Race incident, no driver noted. 3 wide T1. Yeah. Oh yeah, Tommy. After some running around the Bahrain with the Peugeot, suddenly it's just 4 corners and just flat out, right? Yukok as well. Oh, of course, yeah. At the first race, I just quickly looked at it. It looked really good fun. I really hope I don't need to do more of Bahrain hot stinting. I did a hot stint. It's P3 in the leaderboard. It's like 2/10 off pace of the leader. I don't know what O'Sullivan did on that Peugeot. It's just insane. But anyway. Hi Alessandro. 1 lap to go. Well, hopefully the people behind slowly get the feeling of it, so no more yellows. I mean, before I cause the next yellow. Yeah, like 44/7 is just insane. I don't understand what he clicked on that Peugeot. I tried a lot, although to be honest, I loaded a setup from last year from old tire model and it just kind of worked. Then I just did some more clicks and I felt like I have a skill issue more than a setup issue, but if a setup can suddenly go 2/10 quicker, then the skill is also 2/10 quicker. I don't know. But it's gonna be a fantastic season. Right. 4 yellows. let's see how long we last this time. Why did it request a pit stop? Stop it. Oh, that's something near the wall there. Oh, we're either going really close to the barrier. Parked. There is something in T3 on the track model. It's just bumpier than it should be. Yeah, incredibly we are still green. What is the play here? Like, I think what I'm doing is just the optimal strat. Issue would be if P3, P4 slipstreamed by and then I was somehow suddenly P4. But they are all stuck behind and saving. Save fuel, save tires. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not too worried about the tires though. Or maybe I should be. But we've spent quite some laps under caution, so it's gonna be, well, less full push laps on the tire. Well, it's a trade-off. If I save tires more, then I'm gonna use more fuel. Oh, that was a bonk from the wall. Okay. Now what? 28 liters of fuel. Is this box yet? We can do 40, let's say, on one on one fuel tank. Maybe from this stage onwards I could make it with only one more pit stop. So yeah, in that regard, maybe box would be good. That's like 20 more laps. 21 more laps. Pits open. I didn't request a pit stop. And I have the worst possible pit exit. Well, I guess everybody boxed. Nah, of course not. So we are P8. There is some lapped cars in between, I think. But yeah, if this amount of green keeps going on, we will easily make it within 2 hours. 1 lap to go. And this was a good stop. Now it's gonna be crucial not to lose the toe of the leader when he makes the passes. I am a bit fed up, not fed up, a bit, well, I am fed up a little bit with the pit exit that I have. I will always lose a little bit of time there, as I will have to be accelerating while already out of the pit exit line. So that's a couple of tenths, that's... Well, not the biggest of tragedies, so all good. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 lapped cars. And they are right ahead of the leader, well, of the old leader. Right, the engine mix up. Well, interesting. Okay. I lost count of my yellows. But I mean, that means that we did the correct call. If I didn't box before, I would have to box now. And if I box now, I would lose a lot. Yeah, the start was also bizarre. We were just like kind of accelerating, kind of not. But alright. So we have lapped somebody, but somebody still yet to be lapped, right? P7 ahead. No, they will all box, right? Or will they not? They have to box. At least most of them. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how the strategies work in Indy 500. If they box, they are at the back of the grid in the queue. If they don't box, they are ahead, but then if no more yellows, they run out of fuel. So they box because they have to under green, they lose a lap. Or almost a lap. And then what? If then a yellow comes, they catch back. I don't know. Yeah, this race must be so crazy, ARL. And they are going even quicker than this mod. Here we are going 370, 380, and I was told they are touching 400 in real life. But well, they call it in miles, I don't know. What is miles? But I mean, I've done a couple of these in the Indy races. In the past, nobody boxing. Well, okay. So I'm kind of used to it a little bit, but I still remember the first time we raced here. It was almost too much for my brain, even in the sims. Like I just imagine what they caution sim as a racing sim. Okay, in real life, I don't know what they're experiencing, what they think, how they look, what. Just thinking of like people like Mick Schumacher that well, never did ovals. Then suddenly he goes IndyCar, he goes to oval, and he needs to deal with it. Okay, well, if you're used to going 300 in F1 cars, then it's easier to adapt to going 400 on an oval, but still, it's just so intense. Yeah, they have strategies, of course. But just the feeling of going 380 plus and slipstreaming and being wheel to wheel. I don't know. It's just insane. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's just great, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, in those 10 seconds of green, I have experienced quite a bit. So I'm happy to have a bit of yellow to cool down. What was that start? Like, people behind just got a slingshot? They like the steward would have to penalize this. It's not according to the rules what they are doing. I just try to go with the flow. I try not to gain some unfair advantage over the people ahead who are just observing the rules. And then people were squeezing themselves onto the grass there, and I didn't know if I should brake or carry the speed around the outside, so I just went for the gap. I really appreciated the way that Formula Sim Racing did it in the winter series when we had Indy cars. Because it was like the yellows were turned off and they were manual. And they didn't call a yellow flag or full course yellow for every single incident. And towards the end there were quite some crashes and we were just green. And that made a lot of sense. Yeah, they have to box now. Some of them are on fumes. Well, I cannot allow him to pass. He boxed. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm P4. There is 2 lapped cars ahead. It's a very simple rule. Don't accelerate until you are shown green. So I don't know what people are doing, but anyway. Start gaps are way too big. Potentially. 1 to go. Right, so ahead of me is the effective leader. Then it's a lapped car. And then one of those three ahead is also a lapped car. And we have to clear them. And then if we actually clear them and we get a bit of a gap to Primavera behind, maybe we can work together to build a gap. It is 1 to 5 divided by 2 is 67.5, 68 laps that need to be done before timer goes under 1 hour. Ah, wrong gear. Why was I third? That's bad. Oh, yeah. Oof. Oh, that was a hit. Oof. Well, not best. I don't know why, like, that was a complete brain fart for me to start in third gear, but okay. I survived. Lost effectively 2 positions. Yeah, and then average lap car moment, indeed. Somebody couldn't handle the moment. I thought it would be called yellow before, when the car smashed the barrier, but it was still green. So now we have 1, 2, 3, we still have 1 lapped car ahead. And that is slightly unfortunate. But he will no, he will not box. He boxed under caution. Yeah, that was so close to the rear, right? And then people behind couldn't see it or something. I mean, to some extent you can avoid a problem. So somebody is boxing. Driving too slow, copy. What? Ah, that was Snowden. He was P2 on the grid. What happened to him? Rugai Rise. I don't even know what that is, but we'll need to check later. We're not close to half distance at half time, so might need to be time limited instead of laps. I did not watch the real race. I was not at home. Wait, what was the actual situation? It was wasn't clashing with F1, right? But it was on the same weekend. I cannot remember, so much going on. But I watched the highlights. The end was insane. Sausage, chili, ginger, onions, tomato. Well, that's a good combination. Last time, of course, yeah, it was then before Canada, F1. Weaving. Is that a strategy? Yeah, let's not have another third gear pull. So I think P1 has not boxed yet, but he will have to pretty soon. Or maybe he boxed during the first yellows, and then he emerged towards the top. But he has worse tires. Anyway, here we go. Whee! Wait, one car disappeared? Ah, the leader boxed or something. What is he doing? Right where I would have a perfect run on him to get the P3. And then it goes yellow again. I mean, okay. Everyone that tried to qualify got in. There was exactly 33 people for the full grid, so understandable, people have different skill levels here. But still, it's not that difficult to not fully bin it. Ah, this is in the middle of a straight, some debris. This is just people going for wide or something. Hello Doc, thank you. They moved the F1 start, but Indy got the red flag. Ah, oh, interesting. don't have space for RF2. You can play LMU on laptop. That must be a good laptop. Although, alright, you don't run 49-inch ultra wide. You're beating. What a troll. Okay, right? Interesting. What did I want to say? Yeah, a laptop can run low resolution LMU, no problem, I guess. It's still super weird. So LMU, I tested LMU with different settings. I can make on lowest details to make it... I make it look horrendous. It looks worse than this, much worse than this. And this is kind of mid to high graphics settings. 3 cautions for... okay, well, one problem less. Yeah, I don't understand why LMU just uses so much more resources. And it looks a bit better than RF2, but not crazy much better. $130 gigabytes for RF2. That's a lot. Well, I remember when I finished with VEC Le Mans 24, the last one. I had 100 plus gigabytes, and then I just nuked everything. And then I got left with, I don't know, 15 gigabytes. It's run pretty well on Steam Deck. Okay. Yeah, I really wonder what kind of programming they wanted to kick somebody for no reason or what. Yeah, like why would LMU use so much more resources than rFactor 2? Or maybe that's just kind of appearance of using more resources, like taking more VRAM even though it doesn't really need that much VRAM. But it's not just VRAM. Anyway. Jokes on me for using 5-year-old GPU and trying to run it on ultra-wide and stream at the same time. It's working well. Mix. Second gear. And that's the start. Oi, sorry. How did that happen? I think we diagonal towards him a bit. But maybe he did a little bit towards me as well. Back into the toe. Ah, he wanted to let me through. I didn't understand. Alright, thank you. Ooh! Uh-oh. Server dead? Or am I dead? Server GG. Well, that's an R Factor 2 experience if we ever had one. Well, let me unmute my voice chat. Oh! Copy. I was... No. That's not it, huh?
Right. Everyone just keep driving. Everyone just keep driving for the moment. Let's see if it sorts itself out. If it does, we will, like, we've got a full course yellow at the moment. We'll try and get everyone back in order. Somehow sensible.
Yay! Oh.
Okay. Let's hope it stabilises. If it doesn't, I will restart the race for 65 laps. We'll do it that way if it happens.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Okay, Donovan is just
Thank
shut
you.
off.
That's them behind. That was bound to happen. 2 people have just died. And
Well, where is the safety car?
Someone's in the walnut lane.
Why people overtaking?
Don't know.
Just catching the
We
safety
have the
car.
message from the game system to catch.
Yeah, those who spun out will have to catch up to who they were behind.
Nostalgic.
Yeah, but it doesn't say follow somebody
Indeed.
yet.
Indeed, Thomas.
No,
It
same
says it
here.
for me.
Mine just says please allow someone to pass, but I haven't got a clue. I've been letting everybody pass.
Just catch up to Sofia.
Discussion Steve legale.
Right. Is anybody massively out of position from where they were? If you're like within 3 places of where you are, just let it happen. Daniel, do you remember what position you were in?
He was P1.
He was in P1.
Whoa.
I have no idea how we can do it server side to get everyone back in order.
I'm behind the safety car now. It says please follow the safety car. So maybe it's normalizing and people
Yeah,
will
if you're
catch up.
nearing turn 1, start slowing down so you don't wet the tires.
Safety car turn 2.
I mean, I'm like 3 places back, and it's still telling me I've got to let people in
problem,
front.
but I lift and I lose more than I think 10 position, but it's okay.
Where the hell is Bjorn?
Hey. P1.
Don't pit, it's not green.
Like,
So what do we do?
Ola, is there anything you can do to like reorder people, or are we just gonna have to like say? I think we're almost gonna have to like send everyone through the pits and try and come out in a reasonable order.
I mean, we can do one more lap, like under green flag to.
Well, the problem is
set
if we
everyone-
if we slow down too much, it will just throw another full course yellow. So
Now my game is frozen.
Oh, Lisi just went into the wall, and yeah, I think we're gonna get drive-through because it tells me to allow him to
well,
pass.
if he's gone into the pits, right. Has anybody got a penalty out of this?
I think
haven't
I'm
got-
gonna get.
Yeah.
No.
If you get a penalty, tell us.
It's part of the
So I
charm.
need to catch up to Donovan. I'm gonna be at reasonable speed.
One lap
Right,
to go.
we remove the penalty from Lorenzo, please.
As long as it doesn't happen during the race.
And of course, everyone is swerving all over the place.
I think it's about to go green here.
Yeah, it is.
Go green.
Yeah, I need to catch up to Donovan before that.
And we are starting normally, yes?
And me to Steve.
Your man's
I'm
Sophie
not
has
gonna
passed
make
me
it. I'm just gonna
twice.
stick here. I can catch up to 4th in time.
And Sophie is just going round and round here.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't
He's
know.
passed me twice.
Sophie and I'm trying to catch them
I
up.
think it is letting back markers do extra.
I've got a drive. I've got a stop and go penalty. D5.
I need names for removing penalties. So name.
Przemek Fabis. Przemek Fabis.
Not found to let everyone else through now.
Well, back into the lead.
Anyone else with a penalty?
Okay, thank you.
Andrew, I was inside you there. I had to brake quite hard to avoid hitting you.
I felt like I had to move to avoid hitting the guy outside.
Guess I'm staying in the voice chat for the time being, in case stuff happens again. Oh, that's a slingshot. Number 1 livery into P1.
The fact there's no yellow there.
Jesus, did someone just do a really bad re-entry there?
Yeah, someone rejoined right on the line into.
Oi! Sorry, was that... that was probably on me. Although I was mostly ahead. I don't know how to call that. A little bit of understeer on my side, so sorry about that. Well, I could surely avoid the contact by driving better, but yeah, didn't know how much to lift, but I think it's alright. That's a second touch with Loic, so hopefully no more. If P3 is too close, I cannot stay behind. I have to go for the move, the lead.
Is anybody else, what is your boost currently set to? Have you got it set to 1 or 2?
I don't even
My
have
boost, I have no
button.
idea.
I don't know, I don't have it mapped.
Me neither.
Because mine seems to be restricted to just 1 out of 2. And I'm
I've seen
wondering
that
if
bug before.
some of you have somehow got it sat at quali boost, because the lap time you're doing are not possible with race boost. I mean, the only thing that I'm down on.
Okay. Is this time to refuel? We cannot do.
Oh, that's this. You're
Full
lucky
distance.
I have so much downforce because that was a ballsy move around the outside.
Debris on track on turn 2.
That's a lot of debris. Right, I boxed before with 28 liters. But do I avoid a pit stop if I box now? Would be a stretch. It would be a stretch. But with enough yellows, I could do it. But then people would be behind me on much fresher tires and easily overtake me. So I don't know if this is it yet.
Tell him no.
I think stuff is stabilized, so let me just mute myself. Or mute others in the chat there. It a bit of a gamble, right? Let's see. Yeah, with this many yellows, it's always a gamble. You just don't know what's gonna happen. It will be like there are three options for me now. Like either we have so many yellows that I don't need to box anymore, and then I'm in the front, and people behind don't have too much of tire advantage. The other option is that we don't have enough yellows and I need to box again, and then I lose a lot. The third option is that I gain many positions now due to new tire. And then when I box in the end, it's gonna be advantage for me because I will be even on fresher tires for the restart, so I can come back from quite a bad position. I don't know. Let's find out. I good. Well, copy. I imagine I will have maybe 3/10 advantage in lap time. I just need to be clever with the moves that I do. And well, if now there is soon another yellow, people ahead will box and they will be behind me with just marginally better tires. But who knows what kind of restart we get now. One to go. So I'm P16, but there is a couple of lapped cars in between. Well, Sofian is asking about it, but nobody can really answer except devs that programmed this restart or yellow full course yellow system. I have to make many moves. What is going on? Like they're just going back and forth for no reason. Now we're gonna brake and there's gonna be a massive crash. Almost. Yeah, look at that. Ay, ay, ay. Well, whatever. That's too wide. Way too wide. Thank you for the sub. There was much less grip than expected on the outside. But yeah, the restart is just a complete mess, it's just random. Four wide. Four wide. Ooh. Give me the draft. Eight tenths. Okay, they will go wheel to wheel. I will get the draft. I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I thought the guy would turn in, but he didn't. First gear. No, like he... Yeah, now I cannot box. Next lap. So now like it's obviously it's my fault. I went very late into a gap, but like what do you do with people who are slow out of the pits? What I need to learn what to do about it. Because I thought he would turn in, but he just continued on the outside line. So then I tried to avoid. I was too late to realize I just have to lift and give it up. I guess I can overtake this. Okay, right, so it should not be too much of a problem now. Because I just box, I change the tires, and then I'm on the back of the field, but I can go till the end. Yeah, was a fun crash, wasn't it? I'm a lead lap vehicle, right? I can box. Why so slow? Damage repair wall, of course. I'll just put full tank. And then whatever happens, happens. Unsafe release. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I of course then darted into that gap that... Oh! That's all repaired. Oh, sorry. Well, I mean, I would be ahead of that group if I wasn't philosophizing now instead of... So this is fully repaired. Well, that's nice. On P25 though. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. And this should be flat out till the end now. So I'm good with everything. I will gain positions, but in the end I will probably have a bit worse tire. No, damage is 40%. Damage is much less. And that's intentionally. So the repair bill or repair damage was under tire change time. So yeah, I don't have any more damage, which is nice. Ah, yeah. So, what can I learn from that moment? Well, turn on the survival instinct, lift, lose time, and don't go for a crash. I hope I have not completely killed somebody. I think I have killed completely somebody. Well, that's... Wow. What are they doing? I mean, what am I doing? That's why I do it here in R Factor 2 instead of iRacing. One to go. With iRacing net, yeah, that's one of the extra reasons I don't want to do it on iRacing. I just don't know how to race with that netcode. Even though I did have some really good close wheel-to-wheel battles in iRacing in the past, so can be good, but if there is hiccup in the connection, then RF2 and LMU just filter that hiccup out much better. Right. Here we go. Final 40 laps. I have the fuel to go flat out. Surely there's gonna be another caution. I just put full mix and send it. I mean, I thought... Okay, I will not say anything because I caused one yellow. I'm as much as fault as them. Well, I'll be quiet and enjoy the experience. Couple of freebies at least. I wonder how many people are ahead of me because of not pitting. Because when they pit, they will be behind me. But they will have fresher tire, even though we have not really used this tire. But this is not the greatest days of online racing. And it's not gonna be less yellows than last year, so... Yeah, many pit during my full course yellow, of course. We did get full course yellow in real life before it even went green, or like before the leader got into T1. That's slow. I don't think we even get all 125 laps. I mean, we can if this is the last yellow. I could go for the quickest full course yellow. But it shouldn't be like this, right? 4 or 5 yellows, okay. Even single digits, okay, but... we keep crashing. Alright. There is still some cool racing during the greens. I have one more chance of winning the lottery. Yeah. Or alternatively, I keep overtaking 3-4 cars every restart, and eventually I'm fighting for the lead again. I wonder if I'm eligible for getting the maximum or like the best crash of the race award. Not sure if there is best crash. I think there is like best overtake, best. Is there best livery? There is some like kind of awards. But my crash was kind of monumental. I don't know how others crashed before, but I was riding the fence. One to go. Alright, let's go win the lottery. But now I'm basically... I need full mix. I need to burn the fuel. We need a replay. I'm gonna check a replay or two, although it's gonna be quite a late time. Why are they concertinaing so much? Right, let's then get ready for a weird restart again. That was actually by the rulebook. Got scared of the car down on the apron. Rip. Right. For next year, when I am figuring out if I want to do Indy 500 or not, first I need to learn from what I did wrong today. That's exactly the problem that I thought about when people are rejoining from the pit lane and I have to overtake. That's the problem. I thought of it in practice, but I didn't make a conclusion and I messed up today. But other than that, I need to... I want to do it, but there need to be conditions. Like, we cannot use in-game system for full course yellows. We just cannot. It just doesn't work. There is not enough skilled people to form a raceable grid, including myself today. But we need we don't need the yellows, because people can just go to pit lane. Like there can be yellows manually for like huge ones, but there doesn't need to be a yellow if somebody just goes into the barrier. Like now we had a yellow when I went to the barrier and still 10 people got collected. So it would be just better to just keep it green. Whatever happens, happens. I only gained 1 place now. And I'm running out of time. But people will have to box still. Some people will have to box. Oh, wrong gear. It's the same accordion like on the actual road, when there is like a traffic queue and like there is a limit, it's always like back and forth, nobody is going smoothly. People are just reacting to the car ahead and it's just accordioning more and more out of proportions. Nico, to do a vintage Indy with gasoline alley, that would be brilliant. Caution count, it broke the counter. 10 plus for sure. 15, I don't know. It's just big caution most of the time. Yeah, 1 car spin let race. But the thing is we have a live steward, but they chose to use the in-game system, which is like it can work, you know, it can, but it did not today. Well, 80 more minutes. I guess people who wanted to boxed already, so from here onwards I need to just race and gain the positions. And then also it just keeps going and going, this yellow. Like 4 laps or 5 laps. Yeah, indeed, Ducat. Like, last year it kind of worked, I think. It was still very yellow, but it kind of worked, I think. This year it's worse. Well, it's bigger grid as well. This year we have maxed it out. Last year it was a bit less than 30 drivers, I think. So 1 more yellow lap. You just have to do it manually. There is no way around it. And let people crash if they want to crash, and although it kind of works well then if you crash you box and then you're not 3 laps down, but you can rejoin the queue and still have a race. And for that you need yellow. But at the same time, if I knew that the crash means DNF, I would maybe have lifted in the moment where I got kind of stuck on the outside. It's the same on iRacing. Okay, copy. I think when we had that D-Race All-Star event, when real life drivers raced here, including Montoya and Alonso and co, I think the yellows were just turned off and we just raced, but it was much shorter race. Or actually two shorter races. Right! Let's have fun. Oh my. We're gonna end under yellow, right? I mean, I keep gaining spots, but I would need to gain more than 1 spot per restart. Yeah, this is gonna take another 7 minutes. And then we have 7 minutes, but 1 minute is gonna be green and then yellow again. Well, noted, lesson learned. And then people want safety cars and stuff like that in Le Mans Ultimate, and well, it's nice if it's controlled by a live steward, but if it's automated, I don't know. People crash all the time. Very short sprint race. Sprint corners. But like from here onwards nobody needs to box or anything. Just even if it's automatic yellow, there should be a button that the stewards can press to just go 1 lap to green. We did some test race with humans behind it and it was still a mess. Alright. It's kind of like a system to be more immersed, to feel better, to feel more like a pretend race driver. But it's really not needed. Not needed in sim racing. Like you don't need to clear the debris. You actually don't need the yellow. I mean, you need the yellow to have people know that there is a crash, but it doesn't work here. Like people crash, there is big crash, and then it's yellow. So it should be different somehow. And for sure, we don't need to spend 4 laps circulating. And it's gonna be 2 more yellow laps. Human and a proper steward. Yeah, I guess so. Well, again at Formula Sim Racing, when we did the IndyCar, I felt like it was alright. It was well managed. Some yellows, but not excessive. Crashing one car to favor is the other. Yeah, of course. Of course. They can make it exciting, of course, yeah. So there should be some yellows just for like the biggest of crashes, but every crash is big, so I don't know. There would have to be some kind of code behind it or logic to filter out really big ones. But the more I think of it, the more difficult it feels like. Maybe there is 1 or 2 big ones, but 15 very small ones. I don't know, anyway. Restart from P15. There is a couple of lapped cars ahead as well. We all have fresh tires, we all have too much fuel. Let's see what happens. Ah, it's just unbelievable. Yeah, that's it. That's the race. This is gonna go till the end. Maybe we get final lap push. Well, guys, it's been a weird race. Maybe 10 minutes of racing, hour 50 of yellow. Yeah, this cannot happen again. Let's see. I would love to do it again, but under different kind of rule book, because this is not working. I hoped it would be better than last year. Like in quali, the pace and the effort was much higher as well. We were like 2.5 tenths quicker for pole, and my P2 from last year would be P20 this year. So I thought that it's more for real now, but the full course was more for real. And then again, all you need is just turn off the full course yellow, the flag rules, just turn it off. Just try to have a race like that. And it would be a good race in a way. You would actually have strategies, not just RNG. Anyway, tomorrow 2.4 hours of Le Mans. Let's see how the GMR drives around there. I've raced it already in the, was it the weekly event? And I struggled against the Ferraris. It did not have the top speed. And was I like P3 in the end, battling for P2. Hopefully we have found some pace for tomorrow. So I plan to race the 15 UTC, so 17 Central European time, which is not the most popular of the slots, but I think for this one I have to take it. And then if something goes catastrophically wrong, I can still sign up for the next one as well. Okay, is this the final restart? Oh my. People just casually benefiting from the overspeeds. There goes Franek, I think. And there's another yellow. Maybe not. How am I still P15? I overtook so many cars. Was it just lapped cars? Oh, wrong mix. Sorry. How did it happen? Well. Well, P14 it is. Why was it mix 2? I keep subconsciously decreasing the mix even though the fuel, like I have way too much fuel. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. It was fun 2 laps, at least. I thought that Franek, I think it was Franek, just like spinning to the left and then coming back to the racing line. Thought he was just diagonal across, but kind of stayed under control. I wonder how many people have caused yellow flags. I mean, I caused one. But I mean, I take 80% of the blame, because I wanted to go around the outside, but the guy just didn't turn in. So I had to avoid. And then collided with the car that was on the left, not close to the apex. One lap to go. Okay. We still have some racing, I guess. So they are disagreeing about the rule for the restart. No, nobody can go before green according to the Overtake GG rulebook. According to the in-game rule system, he can. The leader can go, but... yeah. Anyway. We have 1 lap, I think. 1 lap of racing. Or will it be 2? Without yellow, it could be 2. Just about. "20 seconds. I think it's gonna be single lap. And it's gonna be a P10 in the end. And that's it. Big F, 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 indeed. Oh my, okay. Supposedly P9. Where? What's it counting? P9. P9! Who made it back into top 10 on the final lap. Loic Munier won the race. Alex was right. Anyway, overfueled by 43 liters, despite boxing with 40 laps to go, and one stint is 40 laps. Well, I want to keep racing, like, we didn't really race much, but it's just a shame. Anyway, thank you again for watching. Is it possible to do donuts in this? I don't think so. First gear is way too long. Bonk. Anyway, it's been an event. Let's just quickly check my big fail. I don't even know when it happened. Wait, I boxed, right? And then I was behind. So this was the moment. Okay. But did he cross the white line? He didn't. Is this a penalty? Doesn't matter. Kind of half baited me into pitting, but it would have been alright of a strat. Right, and then we had the restart. And it was looking alright. But that was good battling. Oh, that was one of the bestest moves. That was brilliant. And then I'm like, please slipstream. And then they are too wide. I get the toe. Very nice. All looking very well. I make the pass. I get back the slipstream, and then the server restarts in the crucial point. But like he didn't turn in. I don't know. I expected him to turn in, and then so that was lap 81. I'm gonna reload. I need to see this. I expected him to go to the apex and then I would go around the outside. But he just didn't turn, and then he turned, and then what should I do? I guess still my misjudgment in the end. Like, I could have avoided it, but... Come on, RF2, let me escape. Classic RF2. I clicked. Did I click? I didn't. Where is it? I got copyright strike for this music last time, by the way. Watch and community, replace, load, lap 81. I need to learn from this. If there is another Indy 500, I want to do another Indy 500. GG's, Liam. P9 somehow. It was looking so good. It would have been really nice battle in the end. NASCAR. I mean, I would if I had infinite time. Yeah, there was a big speed difference, but like this is the situation that they get in real life as well, but they somehow survive. They don't have a problem with it. So lap 81. I was P13 after pit stop, gaining on fresh tires. I close in and then I expect him to turn in. But he just doesn't. He's on the outside, so I lift, I brake, I broke here. And then he chops across. Just goes full input. Like, what? Sorry, like I didn't even crash into P13. Okay, P13, like, Steve luckily didn't suffer from it. One stopper, it could have been one stopper. Could call it wrong place, wrong time, but at the same time, I guess in doubt, try to turn on the survival instinct, lift, let P13 go, and then react to whatever P11 will do. But it's just like multi-class racing. When the GT3 ahead is not predictable, there is nothing you can do. Apart from just stopping the car and waiting for the situation to like be gone, wait 3 corners and then overtake on a straight. But this is not racing. You have to assume that the car ahead is gonna do his racing line. Then if he doesn't do the racing line, then he just sees the mirror, we're coming. He's not turning in. And then the moment that I appear next to him in the mirror, boom. What? Yeah, rip. They're lifting and they cannot really do anything about it. Unlucky. Just unlucky. Hello there. What a sight though. Okay, I don't think there was any damage. Like, this is 40% damage. But this is not 40, this is 4%. So where am I? In the sky. Whatever. Quick check on the final lap. But actually, I wonder what happened to it. Pranek, you heavily binned it, right? Ah, okay. Ooh. Yes, Cod just casually turned in on you. Nice catch. Thank you, R Factor 2. Ah, then you touched the grass and it... Ah, yeah. Yeah. Bonk. I didn't know where to go. Like, I saw the car already going just straight into the barrier, so I tried to go around. Okay. And then the final lap shootout. It was a lapped car, no. P7, this was the guy that we raced for the lead for the first couple of laps. Okay, this is the situation, like Rosenquist and was it Palou but the car on the inside in real life did not get the understeer. So I'm P10. Why am I suddenly P9 when I cross the line? Or free? Free? What is going on? So Donovan was P1 and he crossed the line and he was DQ or what? I don't know. It's yeah, maybe it was some kind of penalty, but I don't know. Was it a false start? Let me check. I mean, he went before green, but by the game rulebook, that's fine. By the organizer rulebook, it's not fine. Actually, let's check the winning run of Loic Munier. Inside, clean move around the well, on the inside. Liam goes inside, doesn't have the grip. And doesn't have the push to pass. Penalty because he was accelerating before green flag it was manual penalty. Okay. Copy. Anyway. Let me you lifted after... Yeah. I didn't know, like, even at the start when we were getting these restarts, the piece was going as well, like, before green, every time. Anyway, whatever. It's been some fun racing, but a lot of non-fun cruising around. Okay, well, I'm not gonna reload. Guys, thank you for watching. If you raced, I hope you still got a little bit of fun out of it. Otherwise, tomorrow 2.4 hours of Le Mans, probably a bit more fun. Till then, bye bye, good night.